keep the barrel behind the hands by contact, and then naturally some other things will happen through it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this thing back to the basics and really start with hitting the ball oppo. I haven't even swung a bat in about 6 months. So you're going to get a chance to see me make some adjustments on film today. But I always start, especially with my hitters, when we get back into the season, getting things cranked back up, we're trying to get the timing down. We're driving balls backside, right? And I do get this question quite frequently. It's one of the ones that I ask, and getting re-geared up for content on the page. Like, what do you guys want to know? I had several young hitters ask me, okay, how do we hit the ball oppo, right? The first thing I want to do, I want to change the verbiage. There's a complete difference between hitting the ball oppo and driving the ball oppo, right? We can just hit the ball oppo all day. Hitting the ball where we want to, it's a game of angles, right? But getting our timing down, that's an internal game of trust, right? And how do we get that thing done? Because we are tracking pitches on the outer half of the plate, just a hair deeper to get the barrel where we want it to be. So this is what we need to understand. Driving the ball opposite field, cut it, just take out all the complicated stuff. Simply put, make sure the barrel is at an angle that will produce a ball hit to the opposite field. So for me as a left-handed hitter, I want the barrel pointed going toward left center field, and that's where I'm driving a baseball. Right-handed hitters, going to be a little bit different. They're working toward right center field, and that's, as long as you produce that bat angle, the ball is going to go that way. Now what happens after that is something that we can address at another time. So just making sure, the only thing you want to do is get to that angle. So I'm going to show you what that angle looks like from a I probably can't do it from bird's eye view, but I'm going to show you from a closer up view so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if we're looking at this from a left-handed perspective, a left-handed hitter's perspective, driving the baseball, we want to make sure that the barrel is like that. I always tell my hitters, just try to make sure that the barrel is behind the hands at contact. Now through contact, we're working some different things, talking about driving the baseball. As a right-handed hitter, it's the same concept. Keep the barrel behind the hands by contact, and then naturally some other things will happen through it. But that's what we want to make sure we produce. If you can produce that, you can now hit the ball backside. Driving the ball backside, something we'll talk about another time, those are two different things, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys some examples, see if I can make some adjustments, drive some baseballs into the backside gap, and you can see me make those adjustments on the fly. Now here's the deal, I don't want you getting too nitpicky about where you set it up on the plate. You'll know if you can drive the ball backside based on the result that you're getting, right? But for me, how I like setting up, I typically have my baseball, I split the plate with my groin, and I put the tee, the stem of the tee, right on the outside corner. So this is where I set up, right? And this is going to be a pretty deep spot. So I'm not necessarily trying to hit the gap right now. If I'm trying to hit the gap, I'm gonna push the tee out a little bit more. That way I can get the barrel head out front a little bit more and force it into the gap. Okay? So for me, I'm always reading every swing. Ball's on the ground. I did get it to the backside part of the field. Just split the cage in half. That's to the backside. Okay, now get under it a little bit more, lower third. See if we can drive the baseball up a little bit more. Okay? That time, got it up a little bit more. Still to the backside half of the field. So we're making some progress. That was a low linear. I'm going to see if I can get a higher line drive. Make adjustments every single swing. Every single swing. Make an adjustment every single swing. And I always set my baseball up. I like to set my baseball up two seam. That way I can focus on the inner seam. So we're getting a little bit higher, and I haven't taken swings in 6 months, so I ain't been working on this stuff, but it's an adjustment, swing after swing after swing. And as we continue with these videos, I'm going to show you some other things that you can pay attention to as you're hitting the baseball.